said that Brooklyn needed a little balance. I think we found it. The chains niggas pitching, we found it all in the fountain. To the top we mountain. At the top we bigger than mountains. Take your shit, we bouncing. Ain't no making no damn announcement. Said I gotta get it. Gotta have it, don't you forget it. Steady representing. It's a habit, I never quit it. Got a lot of carrots and snow bunnies. Never committed, watch me murder this. Track record got me acquitted. Ain't a situation I can't handle. I'm Kyrie. We flatten the earth from birth. Niggas won't try me. Know that jungle be concrete. Money on your head, don't see. Any day I perform, play, I can hit it beyond 3. I'm cold. Show you what I'm about, motherfuck the clout. Niggas was in the drought, we had to change the route. I'm feeling like LL, you know I'm in the house. And I'm used to invading shit, I'm probably in the spout. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, all that other good stuff. Welcome back to Brooklyn's Balance. It's your boy Mo Rilla. Cold Killer. Go Rilla. I'm just playing. But we have Miss Meekz.
Right now.
My girl Cammy.
Hello.
My boy Coach Rod. We're going to talk about something that's very interesting today. Something that's very interesting. Something that could be controversial in a sense.
Something that's been talked about for ages.
We're going to talk about courting between males and females. Now, I know it's 2020. The dating scene has been very interesting as of late. But I want to know, how do you guys feel about courting? Do you feel like courting is still an important part of today's dating scene? Or like, has it been watered down over the years?
It's been watered down.
How you feel about that?
Just in this quarantine, it's kind of hard to date now, of course, because the state that we're in.
Right.
It's a bad time. So, and besides this, I feel like a lot of females. I've met females that say they don't pay for dates at all.
Oh,
they think the man should.
It's a lot of those. They
think the man should just pay for everything, like every single day. They feel like he's the predator, I'm the prey.
We want more than $40. Okay.
You better
go
to Jody for that $40. I feel like, listen, I don't mind paying for dates as the man. I'm not paying for all dates. I can't.
Right.
I don't know you. You don't know me. I could be a serial killer. I could kill you at the end of the day. You don't know me. I don't know you. So I feel like it's not toxic. I just feel like we're getting to know each other. So the same effort I put in, maybe to observe what you like, what you want to do, the same should be put on your end. It's an effort, right?
I got a question for y'all.
Sure.
So do y'all be like, ayo, so you paying this time? Or do you let it happen naturally? Y'all ask?
Nah, I feel like it should happen naturally. It should be natural.
Because I know motherfuckers.
Me personally, I let it happen naturally. And again, I don't mind paying for a date. I'm not going out on a date.
Right?
Naturally.
Okay.
Naturally.
You hit the little Kim.
Oh my God. But like me, I'm not gonna go out on a date if I don't have anything to bring, like as far as money goes. Just in case, because you never know.
Who asks for the first date?
That's a very good question. For me, how I was brought up, I think how most men were brought up is the male. The male asks for the date first. I'm just one I'm not opposed to a female asking me out on a date first. I don't see anything wrong with it. There's nothing that's weird about it to me. At times, it can be refreshing. I'm not saying do it every single time.
Because we still want to feel like the man.
Absolutely. But for a female to say, hey, you know what, let's just go catch a movie this weekend. Are you busy? That's a little bit refreshing.
Right.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
I've had females ask me on first dates, pay or they initiate it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, shit. Like, it's kind of rare. It's kind of rare because it's not done often.
It's cool.
It's cool. Like you said, it's refreshing. It's like, all right, maybe let her take the lead this time. I get with the male dominant species.
It's mature.
Right. And it's like I said, it's a rare thing, a rare commodity. And I feel like, Cammy, the faces you're making, you like, oh, yes.
We got you. Cammy, you know what, Cammy? Take the reins,
Speak in peace.
Speak in peace.
Please.
I'm just like, okay. I don't mind paying for a date, especially if I'm the one that's like, yo, babe, let's go out. Like, if I'm inviting you out, I don't mind paying for it. But a lot of times when I've always been like the breadwinner in every kind of situation I was in. I was always the one that was making more.
Cheese.
I was always the one making more money. I was always the one with the car. So it was like, after a while, like I was just meeting guys that were just expecting that type of treatment, or was just used to that type of treatment, like mama's boys and guys that didn't have their stuff together. Like I just tend to see that when it came to me being the assertive one, me being the aggressor, the guys that I was dating just tend to be really like, you know.
What do you mean these guys?
See, I know you was gonna say that.
Craigslist.
I mean,
They exist everywhere.
That shit still
They-
exists.
I believe
they're
you.
in your
And there are
hoods.
dudes that do that.
They're
They
across the
want
street.
they want
Meekz.
chicks
They're
to
at
spoil them.
How you
and all
feel
that.
about that?
well, when was the last time y'all been on dates and actually planned out a date?
Recently.
Post COVID?
We not even worried about COVID. I'm just talking about in your life. How many
yeah.
females can you say that you actually took out on a date? That you
quite a
planned?
few.
Yeah.
Quite
Quite
a
a
few.
few.
What do
planned
you
a date?
consider
a
to be
date?
That's
A
what I need
date.
to know.
You wanna
Well, let me
Take
tell
that.
y'all how I feel first about this first date and asking.
Mhm.
Me being a very assertive female, I'm not gonna ask you. My assertiveness goes a certain limit because I know that I already have a lot to offer. And if we're already in that talking stage where you see that I have a lot to offer, this is your time to shine, to be a man. If I know I'm coming in with money and I'm the person that's driving us back and forth, you could do the littlest thing, which is talk, show
Of course.
emotion. That's
That's
all
a
we
fact,
want
of
from
course.
a man.
Absolutely.
So when it comes to courting and dating, that's what we expect. And I think guys make a big deal out of it. Like when you're like, it would be refreshing. You know what also is refreshing? 401k. You driving the Benz and me not having to pick you up. And I just feel like a lot of situations for me, that's how I feel you out. If you can take that step and be like, you know what? I'm going to ask her out on a date. Will I ask a man I want a date? Yes. But if I'm asking, it's not because, yes, I really want to go out on a date. You're taking too long. And I need to know what's going on. Yo, what's good? You want to go? Nah. And I'm a one-time person. If you tell me no one time, oh, it's
Clip,
clip.
clip.
That's it.
Super clip.
My shots are going to always go in. But if I feel like I read the situation wrong and females are always in, that's it. Golden State Warriors. All them rings. Steve
None of
Kerr, holla at me.
None of
We hit
that.
threes over here. Splash Brothers.
I'm weak.
Plus one sister.
COVID-19
Doesn't matter. We still winning.
I'm dead.
So I just feel like I've been in those.
situations. You know, opening this up.
If I ask, I don't want to be rejected. And then there's
Nobody
some
wants to
males.
be rejected.
Nobody.
I get it, but females more so because that's not our place. That has never been our place. I should not have to ask you to do anything. I was raised that this is what a male is supposed to do.
I'm gonna go back on something you said about the guy taking too long. What is too long for you? Just give me a number.
I think that varies depending on the kind of relationship you have with a person.
Mm-hmm.
I think that
This one eye to the bullshit. This one eye really.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, but yeah, I think it depends. Like, cause sometimes people you vibe with immediately. Sometimes you gotta
It just-
create a vibe. So it
That's
just
naturally,
varies.
like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
happens naturally.
for you, it wouldn't be an actual set number. It's just
Yeah, it just when it feels like
when it feel like it's right,
Yeah.
we gonna go for
I've
it.
had chicks
It's
tell me,
kinda
like,
how I am,
I asked
but-
this question the other day. So some females will say, during the dating stage, he has to pay, but when we're established, I don't have a problem paying. So I'm like, what's the
Difference.
What's the difference? So if we're dating, we're going to certain
I
dates.
kind of want to just give a little maybe answer to that. Like, I think
What is established? So you saying we went on a couple dates, he should pay, but then when we're established, like this is my boyfriend or girlfriend, or I
That's
feel like,
what that's what a lot of women do say. They don't mind doing that because a lot of women feel like, you know, guys need to show that effort. A woman is already looking in a situation knowing what she wants out of it. A guy doesn't, so it's up
Why
to
not?
him to
Can't say
Because
decide.
that.
y'all are just winging it.
Can't say that.
It has to happen.
So females don't wing
You
it?
can't say that.
No,
I'm
we're
not
not
saying
saying
they
we're not saying that
don't.
neither doesn't happen. We're just saying majority of the time.
I don't think
we
they walk
already
in that
know-
way. That's my straight answer to
Right.
that. I don't think any female walks in that way. It's a cue. It's something you say, something you do that then goes, all right, I'm going to go with the flow.
Okay.
Or I'm going to leave. Or I'm going to wait it out. There's three
Mhm.
different types of people. And I think that's with males too. But no female walks into a situation like, we're going to see what this goes. No, they don't.
You can't
Yeah.
speak. You can't.
No,
say.
like
Maybe
the
from
way
your
that
experience?
females are trained, not even myself, because I'm not that type of person. If we're talking, we've already went on a date. I'm a little backwards. That means we've already met up, we went out on a date, and now we're like, you know what?
Your map is a little different.
It
than-
is.
Okay.
So and it's like we're gonna test the goods out first. I don't have time for this
Right.
introduction. We not finna do that. Have I done it the other way before? Yes. But all females walk into everything based off how they're taught is there's supposed to be an end goal. There's supposed to be a relationship. There's supposed to be a marriage. This is what's
Right.
supposed to
So
happen.
we be going in
So you walk in
having
that
an
way.
idea about what we want already.
Mhm.
So waiting for the guy is usually a better option when we're thinking like that because it's like I know what I want, but he don't.
It makes
most
y'all
of the
feel
time,
sexy.
Not
Give me
really.
Makes me feel secure.
Right, that's the word. Secure. That is the number
Once I'm
one.
can't knock
secure,
that.
we can talk about
I
sex.
can't knock that because I feel like
until then, you getting that bonnet player.
That's cool.
Ain't nothing wrong about it. You put the bonnet on.
Certain females
Put on
aren't
some rock
used to
that
a dude
motherfucker, right?
holding the door for them.
That's
Or
a fact.
letting each other walk on the inside of the
That's
street.
a
I've
fact.
met women that say, I'll make them walk on the inside of the street. And they're like, what are you doing? And I'm like,
I got a
Yeah,
question.
I used to be like that.
I got a
for real.
question. Why does
but why? That's the dudes that you guys, I guess, entertain. It's the same way I say for us.
I
The same
hate
goes for
when
y'all.
y'all
I don't
say
think
But y'all say the
y'all
same
say the same
thing.
to us?
But
But y'all don't say the same thing.
Y'all do the same thing.
That's the woman you
It's the
entertain.
truth.
It's like I'm going,
It's the
oh,
truth.
she's toxic. Let me get her.
I think
Like,
when it comes to
Let me get
guys
that
that we pick,
right.
I'm gonna be, y'all are right. But we don't go and be like, I'm gonna date Maurice because he don't walk on the outside of the street.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's not
wait,
like
wait,
that.
Nah,
thing.
we not
Wait,
saying
wait,
that.
No, but that's how
Wait,
that
wait,
comes
wait,
off.
wait.
Like that was what you just
You
made
just
up.
said
Nah,
that.
Like,
nah.
I'm
Nah.
supposed to know that, and to be honest, it's more of a
I
you're
think
right. But what happens is this gentle
That's twice, y'all. She said you were right. I just wanted to stop you so you were right twice.
accountability.
It's not a
That's
limit. I
that's
just
true.
wanted to say you said right twice, man.
Nah,
you
but
want to
know,
win. You
Yo.
sometimes you gotta level with them. So this
Today
is how I get
was
my
a
She
point.
got a
good
point. Like we don't ever
Ice Kill, it was a good
like
day.
we don't think
man.
y'all be like, wow, he had me walking on the outside the street. I
And
want him.
We have
no.
to get to know you. So
You know what I
so
mean?
we have
And
to get to know
sometimes
But
you.
you know what
show
it is? I
people
think what
those
Rod's trying to
things.
say is that like those first couple of meetings where y'all might be walking from point A to point B, and you notice that.
Those little things matter.
Yeah,
But
and
you
we're-
know what those
when we
little
notice
These
it,
little red
then we're
flags.
gonna move on from
But
that.
those
A
little
lot of them
things are
don't.
that's called chivalry,
Right.
and a lot of people are not taught that. That's something that you have to be taught, just like
That's a fact.
courting.
It's
So that
very rare.
that's
That's
not
a
a
fact.
us. That's not
Chivalry,
a us
yeah.
thing.
Chivalry is.
Will I show you so that you won't have to? Yes, just like you have to show people how to eat dinner properly with certain forks. You get what I'm
man.
saying?
Nah,
so I
put
feel
that
like
right
that's
here.
a
I'm
step
tearing the steak
that
up.
that's a parenting thing.
So what do you say in terms? Because you said you don't mind paying. You said you don't do it. So what do you
No,
say?
no, no.
I've heard-
I said I don't mind
Okay, I'm
paying
sorry.
either.
Don't kill. So I've heard females say, I say, yo, she's paid for a date, the first date. She'd be like, oh, she's fucking dumb. She's retarded.
Mhm.
Like, that's a bad thing.
I would
Again,
never
it
say
depends on
that.
who
That's the
asks.
type.
How they
Yes.
brought up.
I've heard chicks say that about other chicks that
And
like,
we're
take
on
me
day
out.
on Black Planet, Black People Meet, because you said we on
Black People
Craigslist. So I'm
Meet.
just trying to figure out what site you're on so that we can tell everybody to not go to these sites.
That shit still work.
Are you
What?
meeting them at Turtle Bay?
So
No.
rest in peace to Turtle
R.I.P.
Bay,
Turtle
man.
Bay.
R.I.P. to Turtle
R.I.P.
Bay, man. Listen,
R.I.P.
we had good
Calico
nights at Turtle
Jacks.
Bay.
Calicos.
I need those specials back, Calico. Text my phone.
Yo.
Text my phone.
Lit nights.
That's a
But
But-
listen, like chicks have said, like, yo, oh, they're stupid, they're retarded. I would never pay for dates.
Mhm.
Like a man should do it. Like you said, you've done it, and you might have said you've done it. But there's other females out there that say, nah, I'm not doing it. If he wants to talk to me, or if he's interested, but I'm like, my thing is, my rebuttal is, you're interested too,
Right.
or you're not. So what is your role? Sit there
Are
and
we
agree?
both here for something?
Right, for the end goal, which is
Why can't you
marriage,
meet me
maybe a kid.
halfway?
What do
And
you
I guess that's where the point comes in with the talking stage.
Right.
And
Yes.
then we
Right.
communicate that to each other.
Right.
Am I aware of your intentions before I now put my wallet on?
And that
The
should
line.
that should be talked about before you even just have a date.
Not,
In my
not to
opinion.
cut y'all off, quick question. The talking stage. How do y'all feel about that? Do you think it's an important part? Is it just bullshit? Is it just a waste of time? How do y'all feel about
Bullshit.
it? Okay.
It's Corona
Okay.
going on. Let's
Go
try
ahead,
with that,
go ahead,
right?
Nancy.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Let's try with that.
I
Right?
don't feel like it's how can I put it? I think we've got to the point where that's the label before the title. That's the audition before you get the actual part.
That's the same
So,
place.
Yes, we're just talking. It makes you feel like you're still apart, but it's like
It's not even it's like y'all not
conversations
together,
have periods
but
on
there's
them.
something
Right.
that's keeping y'all
Right. So it's
It's
like
just enough
in
to
the
keep
same
you on a
area.
leash.
Yeah.
yeah, so I feel like when it comes to that is
Now we
that
walking the dog. Walking the dog.
it's very imperative. And I think that we label talking now as going out for drinks or
Mhm.
come meet up at my crib. That's where things get confusing
I think
at.
talking could be many things. Like you
Not
get
too
to know each
confusing.
other, maybe
But
going
that's
on
the
dates.
problem.
And that's the issue.
So I guess the question is, how many dates or how long were we talking for
We
us
need
to
to
get
be
that
talking
stage?
before we go on a date. And I
Thank
feel
you.
like
Of
the
course.
time frame is, if you want to be real, for me, I want to say a cool, calm 2 months.
Talking?
Okay.
Talking. That's text messages. That's running a
That's
schedule.
little
That's
steep
more
for
than
me.
enough
That's
time.
you.
Yeah, that's a little steep for me. For me,
Wait, is
listen,
sex involved or no?
No, that's
Yeah.
talking.
Prior to sex.
Okay.
TALKING.
So
For
just
me,
phone,
a week.
FaceTime, maybe
Communication. Let's build that bond. Let's get to know each other first. Because like I said, I'm a person that you have to stimulate. If you can't stimulate anything up here, everything is out of order.
What about
I'm keeping
stimulus
it
check?
real with you. No, I have a job.
I was
That
gonna
was
say,
a
I was gonna
bonus.
say something,
He
but
said
I'm gonna just keep it. I'm waiting for round 2 though. I'm
Yeah.
not saying.
But yo, like for me personally, the talking stage does not have to last too long. Because if we're
Well, for guys, because y'all know off rip,
no, we don't.
we be out here trying to give y'all a chance. Like, you know what? I'm gonna keep eating this
You a
vanilla ice cream. It might get good at the bottom.
No, well,
I'm weak.
It do. And then you get to the bottom and like, oh, I knew this was going.
well, if I was any flavor, I would never be vanilla.
Oh, okay.
But
Rocky Road, whole bunch of those.
Damn.
but
Twist and turn.
Who needs that?
talking for me,
Me and Jerry.
if we're constantly communicating, all I need is a good 2 weeks, maybe anywhere
That's
from 2
enough for
weeks.
me. 2
Two,
weeks.
three,
to 3
2, 3
weeks.
Two,
weeks.
3
That's
weeks.
constant
That's
communication.
good for me.
Because
So if I'm gonna go on a date with you, we're gonna like see if we can take it further.
Right.
2 months though, baby.
Because, and
Damn.
you know why? I'm gonna show
We
you.
about to move in together. We moving in.
Shit.
We moving in.
That's
Family reunion.
You know why I want to
Real,
say
yeah.
longer than that? Because for 2 weeks, we could sit. You can have, all right, you're not going to figure out everything with everybody because let's
No.
be real. Everybody has work. Everybody has situations going on. In
Yeah.
2 weeks, you're probably not even talking to them for 2 weeks straight. Let's be real.
That's why I
You
said
might be talking to them
constant
2-3
communication,
days.
though.
So technically, that's like 6 days. So
Yeah,
you just
up to
took
2
6
months is
days, and then y'all probably not meeting up until the weekend. So that,
Okay.
and that's another 1 day. That's not enough time for me to ask you a question like, "Hey, how's your family?" I don't feel like we should be sitting at 718 at a hookah bar, and it's like, "Hey, so how's your family life?" Well, I'm
Not
the
a
only
hookah
child,
bar.
and you know, but that's what
Well, we can
happens.
go to Starbucks for that.
I'm not even doing that. We
Order
almost got
something.
karate chopped 2 months ago at a Starbucks. It's not
That
a
is
safe place.
very
So wait,
no
is
more.
Starbucks? Would you consider Starbucks a date?
Starbucks
I
isn't safe
definitely
anymore.
would.
Starbucks is a date.
And you know what will really make it a date? If before I get there to that seat, if we end up meeting up, which you should never meet up, you should be coming to pick me up. But
That's a
hold
whole
on,
We're gonna get to that next.
I should have my drink should be there, and I expect you to know my drinks.
Okay, that's a given. That's talking. If I'm talking,
And
to
you're
you,
not gonna figure that out in 6. Like in your mind, it's gonna pop up.
Right.
Leaving work. Oh yeah, I had a long day at work today. By the way, what's your favorite drink at Starbucks? Like, nigga, wait a
No,
minute.
no, but that could come out
Like,
in a
that's a
regular
little
conversation.
awkward.
No, that could
It's
come
not
out.
gonna happen that quick.
Okay,
so I
okay.
feel like 2 months
I
is enough
understand what you
time.
mean. 2 months, that might be fine. Maybe a month.
Let them go through a situation.
I think up
I
to
gotta
4
get an
months is a
emotion
good-
out of you. Something
That
gotta
might be a good
happen.
frame.
It's a good
And I
frame.
feel like that's
Right.
the part that
But
we're
again, you
missing.
can't fight feelings. If we've been talking for a long time, we might go on 1 or 2 dates. You're like, damn,
I'm feeling
Like,
it.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
let's say like the end of the month, you like, yo, you know what?
That's
Let's
when
go
them-
meet up.
That's
Let's
when
go
them
walk.
checks rolling.
Let's go to
Yeah.
Brooklyn Bridge. You feel me? You figure this out. You
she
got
went
some
to
salad.
information. Yes, I
Bridge,
love
yo.
it.
It's a salad.
Cause ain't nobody
Right.
take me there. So anyway,
What's up with you with the salad, man?
I'm
Salad is
vegetarian.
lit.
So I feel like for that's enough time. And you see this is how relationships end up failing, or you end up losing interest in that person because now you've learned something along the way that you didn't like, or you get in a relationship and now you have to deal with that person. Now I'm not gonna sit here and say relationships aren't perfect, but I'd rather know if you are a woman beater, or if you touch kids, or if you lost your job.
Girls.
I'm just saying, in 2 months, that gives me enough time.
I ain't gonna lie. If a motherfucker touch your kids, I doubt you find it out in 2 months.
But
He gonna try to keep that hitting as long as he can.
But go
so weak.
outside. Well, what if it's a girl? I'm just saying. What if it's a female? I'm just saying. I feel like it's more than enough time that you've got more information. Like, hey, what's your family like? Nobody asks those questions. You know what I mean? Like,
I do.
we
I
missed
do.
those
I'm gonna
steps.
I
know.
do.
I need
Not
to
right
know how
away.
you
Not
was
in 2
raised.
weeks.
How's your mama?
Yes.
And
Not
then,
in 2 weeks.
In the first couple of weeks, I'm asking, how's your family? Because if I want to know you, I got to know about your family, your mother.
but you know what? That also comes into how constant y'all talking, because like
That's
we
Or
could
if you're
be
interested.
we could be texting good morning, good afternoon, good night, and having these conversations all around the day for
that's
2 weeks
just common
consistently.
courtesy. Let's
That's a
be
lot
real.
of communicating.
Guys, stop texting us good morning, good night, good afternoon. That's common courtesy. That's not you talking to us.
Everybody
Fellas.
don't get that.
Sorry.
And
Fellas,
Everybody
stop
don't
with
get that.
the
Everybody don't get
stop
that.
with the
Everybody don't get that. Everybody don't get that.
I'm weak. Stop with this text and stop with this text. WYD.
Well, what you
What you
doing?
doing?
That's not how you say hi. That's
If you
no, wait.
Not-
Stop it right now.
if you was
Stop
talking
it
to me
right
for
now.
2 months, you would know I'm at work. I'm at
Right,
work.
like
I just spoke to chicks and I'm like, yo, how was your day?
that's
Good.
different.
I'm gonna slap the shit out of
WYD.
Okay, Mike.
Good. I'm like, yo, you gotta give me more than that. And they be like, and
But
then when
you
I
hit
say
me
it,
with
I'm
a
the bad guy.
WYD.
If you hit me with
I'm saying
WYD every day,
if I don't, and I'm like, yo, how was your day? Every day, like, good. I'm not talking about.
Well, this is WYD Radio.
If you hit me with the
Or
WYA, right.
Stop it.
Where you
I'm
at?
at
Where you
work.
at?
Y'all got a
I'm
problem with
at
everything, huh?
Yo,
Where you at? What you doing? How you doing it?
Because you
Huh?
giving me 3 letters, that's not enough. So I'm gonna give you 4 letters.
So you know
I'm
what?
gonna tell you
I'm
good.
start writing the whole motherfucking thing
I'm
out
looking
now.
for,
WHAT.
What are you doing? Because I'm out here doing it. Like, so
Yeah,
a
like I want to have a
conversation
whole
is more.
conversation. Like I don't want to talk
You
about
want
what
me to
we
give
doing.
you more? You got to give me
I want to know what's on your
more.
mind. I want to know what's in your
That's
heart. I don't-
substance.
Like, yo, what you
What
doing?
you
Because
do?
I was looking to talk to you for a second.
Why y'all so
Alright,
nosy?
cool. But I'm not asking you what you doing. I
Nah,
don't ask
but
you
like-
where you at. I just go on your Facebook and watch your posts and, yo, you ain't answer my text, bro.
In all seriousness,
Right?
if I like text a chick,
Creep.
we texting, hey, good
Lowe's
morning.
bubble is always active. Just to let you know. Go ahead.
Y'all never find me.
I got a message.
But
from
if me and chick is texting, have a conversation, I say, hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
How you feeling today? Oh, I'm feeling
That's
good.
beautiful.
How you
Let
feeling?
it flow from
I'm
there.
alright, you know, I'm woke up in a good mood.
All right.
So
I
what's-
want to wake up and feel good.
So now,
Feel good
if I
and
go,
wake up. Ah.
WID, what you doing? That's a problem?
No, we
No,
talking
we're
about
talking
the people
about
who
the people
start the
who do it
conversation.
right.
off
Start
with
off like that.
Oh, well, then them dudes, I can't
That's
speak
what I'm
for
talking
those
about.
dudes.
I might say,
It's-
like, what you doing? I
Okay,
might
so that's
write a
it.
full paragraph, and then I say, what you doing?
No,
Nothing.
we're not talking about that. We just talking about the
Who started off with that shit?
WYD out of nowhere.
Out the gate. Yeah.
1:30 p.m. I'm at Target, bro. What are you doing? Bro, if you was talking to me for 2 months, you know my schedule.
They get the most
Right.
play, though.
Target?
No, the WYD dudes.
Nah.
I guess you feel that way
They
because
get
we telling you
ignored. They get blocked.
everything that we got an
They
issue
get
with.
chopped.
You could
Come
be
on.
Stevie
They
Wonder
get
to
dubbed.
it.
Come on.
I'm just saying.
Do
Do y'all
Come
feel
on,
like
kill it.
titles? Why we don't get titles? I know we talking
Your
about the
titles
label for the
is
title,
lacking these days.
but how do you know after these
I'll
dates?
listen to the title on my way here.
Let's say you,
Very
let's say
good
after
feeling.
all these dates, you
Yeah.
know, you decide out of all 5 chicks, you know,
Oh, man.
number 3 is the
Top
winner.
5 chick.
How do you let the other 4 off? And do you now give this one a title?
It's kind of like MVP voting.
It's like you stand up there and it's like our most valuable player is.
Yeah.
I am.
So you look at their seasons. She averaged
But don't you
25.
have issues when you
She
now
averaged-
post your most valuable player and all the other people didn't know there was a team they was on?
Who
This
cares?
ain't loving. This ain't what's that show with Flavor Flav? This ain't
Flavor
that.
Love.
That ain't it.
At the end of the day,
Unseasoned. That's not what this is.
Oh,
You gotta go from
When the
high
MV
school
yeah.
to college.
But why are you
G
putting
League,
us through all of that?
NBA.
So I just want to go back because maybe I'm missing something.
Take it
So
back.
boom, we spoke about who should offer first dates. We
Mhm.
all agree. All right, cool. Everybody
It's
can
mutual.
offer it, except for me. I said I feel like a man should. That's me giving.
It
The
can't
first
be
date-
mutual.
The guy for
The first date, I'll take the guy. Will say the first
The
date.
guy has to be the first date
Let's
for
take the
me.
initiative. Woman can do it, but the guy as a male dominant. Hey, I want to take you out.
That's
most of the time it should be the guy.
Cool.
Most of the time. Not
Oh,
all, but
okay.
most.
Copy. So then we basically spoke about the talking stage and how we
Right.
feel about that. It's a label,
Mm-hmm.
little non-existent sometimes,
It's a slight attachment.
right? We talked about. We didn't. What's considered a date?
right.
Well,
I
you
did
asked
ask
me
that.
about
I did ask
Starbucks.
that.
I'll
But
take
what's
it.
considered a date for y'all so
Yeah,
that
for y'all.
we can
I'll take it.
know?
To me, a date is
Like if I asked you, what's a date for you? Because most
Mhm.
Or your
guys say,
ideal
"Oh,
date.
you doing too much." Like, cause I'm a person, we gonna go all out. We gonna
Yeah,
end
like
in a helicopter.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Sure.
Petey Pablo in here.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Swinging around your head like a helicopter. I just want to know, and it'll be that one person you did too much, and then you stop talking to me because I took you in a helicopter ride. Because this took you to get a
They're
cheeseburger.
used to basic stuff.
You
Some
was
people are used
worth
to
more than
basic.
99 cents.
Some people
But
used
there's
to
men that say that, so I just help me understand.
Right.
Are you
A
one
date?
of them?
Me,
Are you a Sadiddy or like we could just go get a cheeseburger? I don't eat that though. I
I'm
know
a-
you don't want cheese, but go ahead.
I'm an enigma.
Oh, okay. Mo, baby.
Me, I don't put too much stock into a date. A date is something. It is worth something. Now, to me, a date is well thought out.
Mhm.
I'm not saying you gotta come out with a fucking tuxedo and no. A date
Mm-hmm.
is thought out based off the person that you're trying to impress, their interests, what they like, maybe their
We're
hobbies.
talking about you. I'm asking you. What is
A
if
perfect a date for
a
me.
girl to
Taking
tell
me out?
you on a date?
Oh, baby, look, just go to a nice burger spot,
You see, I just
add
said
some
that.
bacon on it, no mayo, hold the cheese, large
But
chocolate
then
shake.
y'all are the same men that
Seasoned
complain
fries.
that us females want everything, and we try to give y'all everything, and then once we see that scale back, that don't mean
Right.
I still don't want everything.
I'm gonna tell you
that
why.
just means
But look,
you don't want me to do it for you.
No.
You've made that clear.
and I'm gonna tell you why I said that. Meeting somebody new, just kicking it with them, I don't want you to be bending over backwards for me out the
Mhm.
gate.
But us
Let's
females
get there.
expect you to do that for the first date because we've
Y'all
been talking
do.
for how many months?
And I'm not
So
doing
why?
it.
So now, if I asked you out and I was like, you know what? Talked a lot about basketball. You know, we going
Right.
walk around Brooklyn Bridge Park.
Hobbies and interests.
I'll sit down.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
We're gonna take
We
you
have to
there.
get you a
We're gonna take
statue
you
in
there.
the park.
We're going to
salad
take you
and
to the
you're like
Brooklyn
that.
Bridge.
We're gonna have to do something.
We're going to go to the bridge. Fly a fucking kite.
Listen.
Yo,
Shut up.
kite flying is fire.
Listen, bring you a water bottle. You know, let you play a couple of games. Boom, you go back home, shower.
I think it's
And
just,
then we go
And
walk to the
it's
NBA store,
it
and I go buy this
depends.
jersey you
Nah,
probably
it
was talking
depends
about.
on-
You ain't gonna think that's a lot, like.
That's not a date though.
But to me, that
Why
was.
not?
That's not what you consider the date.
I think
That's
it just
a
depends
gesture.
on ego. Like some
See?
people say that's a good day. Some people like, what, the park? Fuck the park. It just depends on
Yeah, I
who
got
You
it
gotta
is.
know the person you're dating, and then
Nah,
also,
some chicks don't like that. Like you said, Starbucks. Yes, some chicks like Starbucks.
yeah, but
like,
that's what I'm saying. You
El
gotta know the
Chico.
person you're
Right.
dating. You're
Oh, wow.
into.
Right.
They
And then
will
on top of that,
tell you
I
that.
think y'all need to establish when it is a date because motherfuckers be confused.
Like, hey,
Like,
this
yo,
is a date.
I'm taking you on a date, and it's like, oh, let's hang out, this, that, and the
What
third,
happened?
and then it's disguised.
You don't
want to
do that? You want to wing it?
Nah, I don't mind telling you that. Get your ass dressed. We're going on a date.
Okay.
Okay, I don't mind doing that. But I feel like sometimes just because we're going out to the city maybe to get something to eat or drink, or even go like to buy a shirt or whatever, it's not always considered a date. We just happen to get up. Yo, I'm
Good
about to
time.
go to the
You're
city
like,
real
good
quick.
time.
You want
That's
to come
a
with me?
meetup,
But
and
we
that's
talking
okay.
about dates.
I'm
Yeah.
talking
You
about
feel
a date.
Yeah.
And with
For
a
the
date,
dates?
you should be coming to pick me up. That's
That's a fact.
chivalry. You should be coming to pick me
All
up.
right, you said should.
I'm
Not all
not-
the time.
No,
Why can't we meet at the spot?
that's a meetup. You can meet with your friends.
So,
What?
listen, if I
No, no.
drive, hold on.
If we talk, you
You're not
don't have
making
to
up.
drive, baby. You can walk.
We know that.
So you live in the Bronx.
So if you live in the Bronx, I live in
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. You're going to come to the Bronx.
Well, let's be
And let's
realistic.
walk
I'm
back to
asking. I'm
Manhattan.
asking.
Because
That's
this is Brooklyn.
realistic.
That's ridiculous.
We're talking about these Brooklyn females.
No,
We're
no, no,
talking
no, no.
about
We're
the
talking in a
true-
broad sense. If I live in
In general.
Brooklyn and you live in the Bronx, you're like, yo, come pick me up. I'm like,
You got to get on the train. The
Oh,
same way
and-
how I got to get on the
and
You
train.
gotta make sure
we don't
I'm
mind
safe
doing
and
that.
secure. What is wrong with y'all?
All the
well,
time.
you.
Wow.
Yes, because I'm being realistic. Because
And
I
I'm
can't
being
be with you all the
realistic.
time.
And
I
you
can't be with you all the
And
time.
I'm being realistic. That don't mean every day. I'm talking about when we go and we make a plan. Hey,
Yeah.
June 15th. That's my birthday, by the way. We going to go meet at 4
We might have to get you a life alert. You might have to buzz that when you're
Yo,
on the
June
train.
15th, we at Brooklyn Bridge. Bring a balloon, some cake, some candles, and
Some salad.
everything.
Salad.
Get it popping.
Salad.
Get it popping. Meekz Day, baby.
I'm just saying, like, when we make that arrangement, like,
Mhm.
one first date, let me be lenient. If it's a first date,
You are picking
you're
me up.
coming to pick me up. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
I might.
Now, when you come and pick me up, here's the part I think y'all missing. You don't gotta pay for us to get there now. You took that step.
No, that doesn't matter.
I can take over that now.
No,
But
that
you
doesn't
should be
matter.
coming to meet me.
But I'm saying, the hassle. Let's say we doing
Why is
something.
it a hassle? So then I was talking as a hassle.
No, let me tell you.
How?
Because we're not going to always meet up
Let's
afternoon, morning, late night, different times of the day, different situations.
A date is planned out.
Granted,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
if you do live in, let's say, Yonkers,
You knew that.
granted, I live in Brooklyn.
I knew that.
You don't drive. I don't drive.
This ain't gonna
But-
work.
But
Right.
so basically,
You
distance
missing.
matters to y'all.
See how much you missing in 2 weeks?
Not really. But
You
if
missing a lot.
like, look, if you like a dude,
Level travel, baby. If you want to go somewhere with that person,
that's my point.
you gonna
Now,
come and you gonna
with
get
that
me.
being said, yo, we going out tonight. We gonna be in the city partying tonight. All right, cool. You live in Yonkers again. I live in Brooklyn. Yo, Maurice, come get me.
You want me to take you home too? In Yonkers?
After the
I'm
night?
asking.
So I gotta travel from
Whoa.
Brooklyn, New York to
I'm
Yonkers
asking.
to
I'm
get
asking.
you.
All right. Let me.
I don't have a horse, by the way.
Let me-
drink.
Let me help with this.
Yeah.
What?
She need a drink.
What happened?
let me reel it back in because
Please.
I need to.
Take us home. Go ahead.
We expect chivalry from men.
You should.
Women are very nurturing people. We will fix your plate. We won't ask. You're gonna make sure you're the first person to eat at that table. We're gonna make sure our man or whoever this male counterpart is that we look a lot for to come and get you. Me and Cammy, we 4 wheel hoes. We coming to get you. You understand what I'm saying? There's an agreement. There's an arrangement. It works both ways. Yes, I said 4 wheel hoes. There's bitches out here on 2 and on 24 of them on the MTA. I'm just being honest. Whatever way it is, it works for you. Cool.
That silver
I'm
bullet.
with it. All I'm saying is it works both ways. So yes, yours is gonna come a little bit out of pocket, but I'ma always make sure you fed.
So let me tell you what the date is. A date
Fact.
is, I'm going to be real. A date is being observant, being knowledgeable, being respectful, and two, you get the draws, dog. That's it. That's it.
Well, as
That's
we
it.
wrap this
That's it.
episode of Courting 101, you guys have learned that these men still are trying to figure it out. So our part 2 on it is when we keep it real. No means no. See y'all next time.